Good, nervous, ecstatic. I mean, everything you feel before any big competition, I'd say.
We're feeling basically everything.
Yeah.
All range
like,
from
if
emotions.
there can be one emotion that's every emotion, that's us right now.
Yeah.
We are that one emotion.
A lot of universities around the country are starting esports programs. One of the challenges we face is a competition structure for them. So we talked about that and decided that because we have PopCon here at Shriner University, we have a built-in way for them to essentially incorporate an esports tournament. It's an original idea in the sense that we're the first multi-game conference championship. Most conference championships focus on one game, whether it be League of Legends or Overwatch. We decided to go more like a track meet where we would have multiple events and each of these events would tally points. So you might win an event and get first place in that event, be it Smash Brothers or Fortnite, but overall we would tally a conference champion based on your overall program.
Esports has kind of gained a lot of popularity on campus. It's funny because there wasn't a lot of popularity for it in the fall semester when we first began. But now we went to a championship and we're growing so much. And apparently people are a lot more excited about esports than I thought they were. So that's really cool.
Having this environment isn't only good for the hosting team, but it's good for all the teams. Because, I mean, there's always like that whim of a chance that a coach or that someone could just randomly come across the stream and get interested in a place because of what they see. They would want to be a part of that. And so it can help colleges recruit, and it can also just help the team grow, help the college grow. And it essentially becomes one more sport eventually. Like right now, I'd say there's definitely a gap of some size between official sports and esports, but that gap very soon is going to be a lot smaller than people probably think.
You gain just as much learning in an esports game than as in any other physical sport. You gain critical thinking skills, you gain that team bonding, and then you learn time management. Because let me tell you, almost every single video game out in this world is all about time management. It may be in a small area, but there's a lot of pressure and you need to learn how to manage it right. So dude, that transfers out over into all of your studies as well as improving it. That is what a collegiate level or just a normal esports program is all about. Getting into a game, practicing, pointing out your mistakes and doing better in the next one. That's what you do on all of your exams. It's a very easy connection. Dude, I would definitely say that this experience in esports assisted me in all of my studies.
It's just as legitimate, and that's I think overall that's the concept is, you know, for many times there's been a dark mark on gaming. You know, we say those that are addicted to drugs, alcohol, and video games, and we put that in the same category as these other things, and it's not that. The brain is stimulated in ways that other sports aren't. You know, because you can sit in a chair and play it doesn't mean it's any less valuable for the development of the mind. The strategy, you know, we have a League of Legends game going on right now, and the strategy to get 5 people in a multiplayer online battle arena to defeat another team is insane, in the amount of practice and the focus that these guys have.
But I think the biggest thing that esports has done for all of us is that it's helped us learn how to work with others that maybe at one point we didn't exactly want to be around, and then actually end up liking working with those people and being friends with those people, no less.
I mean, I'm most excited about the fact that this is happening and that we're all here. Like, I think Henry said it when we were outside the bus. He came up and he was like, we're all actually traveling for an esports event, right?
It's exciting. I'm feeling good right now. It's kind of weird to see your friends or so. Yeah. I normally just don't see them because it's not a face-to-face sort of situation, but now we're here. It's going to be interesting.
I was most excited to just sit down and compete. It was really cool to finish out a game, say fair fight, and then go shake hands with the other team, see their faces, you know, and feel the competition. It was cool walking in and seeing the people I'm expecting to compete against in their jerseys, and they're looking at us and it's like, yeah, we're gonna go against each other, and it's gonna be really cool.
All the games honestly were very exciting. Once everyone was there, and it was just all in person, I think honestly that amplifies the experience by so much than us in a lab streaming. Because because it's like you actually get to see your opponents and who you're playing against.
I'm excited to watch some of our teams compete, to be honest. I think it's going to be really fun.
I'd say it feels really good though to perform with everyone here, with people watching. We knew what we had to do and we did it. I mean, pretty much simple as that.
Biggest concerns? I don't know. I'm coming in with an open mind, I think.
I was the most nervous about representing my college. Since this is our first year, there are a lot of things that you need to take into account to set a good precedent. And I'm not saying play well and win championship. I'm saying you need to show a level of maturity and responsibleness so we can have this program in the future.
Yeah, I was pretty nervous at first. We have been practicing a lot. You know, we are playing video games, but this is esports. You know, we treat it just like any other sport. We practice hard. We have strategies. We have people playing certain roles, and we really, you know, made a game plan and we executed.
Feel pretty good. We've been playing on and off throughout the year, getting ready. We got our jerseys, and yeah, we're all excited to be here. This was just the Overwatch team, so we're only a third of the people here to play, and we're the first, and we're going ahead. We'll see how we do the next competition, and yeah, we're excited.
We had a really good first 3 games. Even our loss, we did really well by just contesting. Just in general, I feel like we were playing really well, and I'm excited for the next game.
So far, it's been pretty good. It's the first one, so like we're still trying to figure out how everything works out. But so far, it's been pretty smooth and pretty fun. So
we had some competitive games, and that's always Overwatch is always more fun when both teams are like around the same level, and it's like a little bit of a back and forth situation. So we got to have that today. It was a good deal.
A bit nerve-wracking at times, for sure.
That was probably a pretty intense few games. I could definitely see why your heart was racing.
Oh yeah, there are a few times where it definitely came pretty close to us throwing or making some pretty major mistakes, and every time we did, we could hear the other team cheering, and we're like, "Oh damn, that feels bad. Whoops, let's not do that again."
It was fun. It was good. Like we played. Like I don't know. It's Overwatch. It's a fun game. Like,
Yeah.
I had fun, and then you're in a college setting. It's like we're all so happy. It's like we are traveling for
Right.
school. It's like we're excited.
I think all the games were great. I think everyone played super well, and if we do end up doing this again next year, I'm looking forward to it.
This has been a great experience. I'm really happy that I was able to go to SCAC, and I'm really happy that I've been able to make this become my family. It's not just a sports team where you just play together to win. It is like any other sports team. You bond, you become a team.
You know, I'm really anxious to see just growth. When we had our meeting of like the coaches and the organizers before the event, there's already interest from a lot of other colleges who are not in the SCAC who want to join the event for next year. But just having the pressure for growth and other people to join is nice to see. So I think it'll be exciting just to see it get bigger and better every year.
I'm gonna say that this is probably true for every team here, in just that since we are so new,
Right.
and it's like it takes a lot before you become a presence on campus.
Okay.
So I'm sure like making sure that you always have a fully staffed roster with subs and stuff like that. It's like probably it's always gonna be challenging until you have a precedent and all these things. So I'd say our priority is always to make sure that we have a team.
Right.
I know for me, I know for a lot of the other esports people, it's just we're hoping to expand, get more and more people into it.
At Shriner University, what we want to do is recruit students from around the nation. And so hopefully with PopCon and future esports tournaments, we can get that as an idea. Because what I want to celebrate is those programs that really not have a focus on a single game, but really look at esports as an overall concept and recruit students who are just gamers and give them something to do beyond that. We know that students are gaming anyway, so if we can put them in a structure, get them connected to our universities, I feel like they'll be more successful in the classroom as well. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry now that is being born from this, and I think colleges are going to play catch-up for the next 5 years.
We did really well in our first year. I can't even imagine where we're going to be at in 4 years, or for the other teams, for that matter.
Well, I hope that more colleges end up, you know, bringing in esports. I think so far, like almost 100 colleges so far have done it. You know, I've run a project on it, and it's growing really fast. And yeah, the future looks very bright for esports, and I hope it just continues to keep growing like it already is.
We need more challengers.
Yeah.
The more teams, the bigger the competition, the better.
That's the future I want, to have these developing teams always with the aim to get better. And when you're looking to apply for colleges online, you'll see like their esports varsity team is killing it at championship right now. Their football team is also killing it at championship. I want it to be on an equal playing field.
My vision for the future are that esports really takes its place and is seen as a legitimate program, much like basketball, baseball, and football, you know, these other sports programs. And so my vision for that would be that we find a home and connect these students with things that they love to do in a way that celebrates that success in very much the same way that basketball would, or football, or volleyball, or soccer. And we tend to celebrate those students, and I think the students who are gamers deserve that same sort of recognition.
I'm really glad I'm a part of this. This is a big part of my college experience, and I hope it's going to continue to be a big part to the end of my college experience.